As we begin, breathe slowly and acknowledge that God is with you. Thank Him for His protection, provision, and His presence in your life. And tell Him that you desire to be with Him, to know Him, and to love Him as He loves you. No one wants to think about not being greedy at Christmas time, right? And yet here we are, halfway to Christmas Eve, and we're reading about greed. Jesus used the parable of the rich man to remind listeners how pointless a life of greed is. Heaping up wealth and thinking that they'd get to live a life of luxury and ease. But the wealthy man in this parable didn't get to live his long life of luxury. He died. What good are storehouses of wealth to you when you are dead? But greed often stems from anxiety. When we are anxious about how we're going to eat or pay for the next thing, we are more likely to hoard our resources for ourselves. What if Jesus was serious when He said, "Don't strive for what you should eat and what you should drink, and don't be anxious, but seek His kingdom, and these things will be provided for you. Don't be afraid, little flock, because your Father delights to give you the kingdom. Sell your possessions and give to the poor. Make money bags for yourselves that won't grow old, an inexhaustible treasure in heaven, where no thief comes near and no moth destroys." Luke 12:29-34. Treasure on earth is so fragile. Housing and stock markets crash. Savings accounts are depleted in unexpected emergencies. Thieves steal. Money withers and fades faster than the grass in the field. But the way of Jesus' kingdom is generosity, the antithesis of greed and anxiety. When we are busy storing up treasure in heaven, our hearts are more in tune with the way of Jesus. The answer this Christmas to our anxiety is not more things, more presents, more trips, more luxury. The answer is more generosity, more kindness, more faithfulness, more humility, more Jesus. Jesus, we cannot serve both God and money. We know that money will never love us in return. You have loved us so much that you gave up your life. Help us be as generous with our lives as you were with yours. Remind us every hour that our hope lies not in our stores of wealth here on this earth, but in you and your kingdom. Give us our daily bread, and then help us be satisfied. Help us resist the anxious thoughts that tempt us to hoard and store up treasures for ourselves. Remind us that our resources are all yours in the first place, and you are generous with us. Let us be generous with others.